should pick up the knockout, which is beautiful here. I'd imagine this does, and if it doesn't, that is such a shame. This is Choice Baek. Today, we're going to be trying out a very, very aggressive Sun team with a bit of a mix featuring Murkrow and Choice Bandit Corviknight. This team was created by the runner-up in the 2014 World Championship, and let's see how it performs. This team features an aggressive manual Sun team with Murkrow, Paradox Pokemon, and Life Orb Shiyu. Murkrow provides Tailwind and Sunny Day support for the Paradox Pokemon, and Shiyu allowing them to sweep. Choice Scarf Great Tusk, Choice Specs Flutter Mane, and Life Orb Shiyu, especially in the sun, does a massive amount of damage. Brute Banette is fast on this team that can break through Focus Sash mons like Xianpao and outspeed them in Tailwind while providing Spore and Rage Powder support. Finally, the Choice Band Corviknight hits hard and provides pivoting with U-turn to get in frail Paradox Pokemon safely, with its great typing while doing a good amount since you don't really need a defensive Corviknight set on aggressive teams such as this one. Leads involved with Murkrow or Corviknight with a strong hitter and trying to position to sweep with strong damage output. If you'd like to check out the creator and the details of the team, they'll be linked in the description. Iron Bundle, Wo-Chien, the Glimmora, Garganacl, Mouse Ape. Always fun to deal with these teams, that's for certain. I kind of want to just do Iron Bundle plus the Murkrow and then have Great Tusk Shiyu in the back. It's really good offensively, I think, for the most part. I don't know if they're leading Glimmora here because of the Tusk. We'll see, I suppose. But I think I could put on a lot of pressure with Tusk in the end game. I think I could clean them up potentially before I lose the stall, but maybe I should have thought more about the lead. I want to lead Flutter Mane plus Murkrow. Actually, did I need Murkrow? I want a Sun. I want a Sun because that allows me to Wall Breaker. I don't have much of a Wall Breaker otherwise. I can Psyshock though to Glimmora, and if they don't expect it, that would actually be really good. Because they're probably not tearing in front of the Flutter Mane. We're gonna see Iron Bundle plus the Glimmora. Okay, perfect. So Quark Drive, gonna get the Speed Booster energy, which is fine. Gonna go for a Psyshock into the Glimmora. I'm gonna go for a Sunny Day here. If they don't expect it, I'm in an amazing position. If they expect it, good play on their part. I want the Sunny Day guaranteed here. Yes. It also reduces the damage of Hydro Pump for later, which I think is pretty important because Tailwind doesn't matter because the bundle is always going to attack off here regardless. They protected the bundle and gave me the opportunity with the Glimmora. Okay, nice. So Psyshock into the Glimmora with the special attack booster. I'd be super shocked if a physically defensive Glimmora could even survive this. We'll see. Special attack booster. Psyshock. Goodbye, Glimmora. Yep, easy Glimmora knockout. Beautiful. Okay, that's really huge because Glimmora was probably the biggest pain, especially with Terra on deck. So that's really nice. They do get some momentum where they can switch out into something now. I don't know what they could really bring out. It's going to be... What is that? Garganacl. Okay. So I want to go for the... I really just want to Psyshock and get some damage off into the Iron Bundle realistically. I think Iron Bundle attack is pretty good. And then Tailwind. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Psyshock and Tailwind here. I don't really want to switch into anything. That's why. If they Icy Wind, I can haste the following turn. So that's not that bad. And Salt Cure is just annoying. So Psyshock into the Iron Bundle. Should do some decent damage. Yeah, that's a 2-shot. Encore is cool as well. Okay. Because they're still vulnerable to Psyshock, and then I could switch out. I could go for Psyshock into the... I go for Psyshock and switch into the Great Tusk. I go for Salt Cure. Okay for me. All right. And I live another combo of that, which is really nice. So go for the Psyshock into the Iron Bundle, swap out into Great Tusk. So yeah, we're feeling pretty dang good in the situation. They retreat here. Is this Wo-Chien? Probably Wo-Chien, right? Yeah, that's Wo-Chien. Okay. It can only Terra one Mon though, which is pretty big. Both of these Pokemon are weak. All their Pokemon are weak to fighting too. So I think I just close combat a slot. Okay, get the Great Tuscan. Psyshock into the Wo-Chien, fail. Salt Cure into the... Okay, that's actually nice that my Flutter Mane has a bit more HP now to work with. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to just target down the Wo-Chien. Wo-Chien is probably the more annoying Pokemon because it can Pollen Puff heal. I really want to go hard Shiyu now. But I think Murkrow's better. I actually want to double out here, actually. I really kind of want to double out. I'm expecting a Protect here and a Salt Cure into the Flutter Mane, if anything, but maybe they do Terra here. You know what? I'm just going to close combat a slot and we'll see. I'm going to close combat the Wo-Chien. I think Organical more likely Terras here, but maybe I'm wrong. I just want to see which Terra they pick. They don't pick any, so close combat into the Wo-Chien. That's so much damage. Okay, beautiful. That's really good for me. Giga Drain though? Oh, they Leech Seed. Okay. So they're going to get a bunch of residual damage, but that's okay. Substitute. Okay. Was not expecting Substitute Garganical here. Okay, so they don't have Wide Guard then, which is actually pretty important information for later. Tusk is taking a lot. That's okay. Bundle could be scary. No, Bundle's fine because now Tusk outspeed. So I want to preserve Tusk 100% here. I'm going to go for a Foul Play into the Garganical, I suppose. I'm going to bring in my Shiyu now. I'm a little bit impatient. I just want to get in Shiyu and really threaten heat waves under the sun. I might as well. Let's see if they Leech Seed Soul Cure. Nice, they protected, which is really good for me because now I threaten a heat wave. Foul Play. It's a crit, which does that even break the sub? It does break the sub actually, which is actually kind of nice. Okay. Soul Cure and a Murkrow. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Do I want to Terra? Sunlight Fades. I wonder how much Overheat would do. It would do a good amount. I think I want to save the Terra for Flutter. There's no way they have Wide Guard on sub. I'm going to Sunny Day here, and I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave, I think. I think it's pretty safe in general. Normally, it wouldn't be because there's Wide Guard, but I don't have to read a Wide Guard. Of course, the one problem I do have is it is Heat Wave. It's a 90% accurate move. We're going to see a Terra come out from my opponent. Is this Terra Wo-Chien? I'm okay with Terra Wo-Chien because you're losing to my Great Tusk in the endgame. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Terra Fire. Do you live, though? Wo-Chien does have really good Spit Def, but this is a Life Orb Shiyu in the sun right now. If you live, it's okay. I think I late clean up with the... Okay, I didn't miss. Ironically, I did miss the Wo-Chien. That did a good amount of damage to Garganical, though. Okay. Elite Seed. Okay. And Soul Cure. Oh, they keep targeting Murkrow. I guess now I can't... Oh, I know. I could definitely still Earthquake spam. Okay. So... I wonder if Overheat actually KOs Garganical. If Overheat KOs Garganical, that would be a pretty dang good position. But I'm switching out to Murkrow. I'm going to Flutter Mane. This... Dark Pulse should KO. I just don't know if I Dark Pulse... Garganical should probably just protect. It's like Wo-Chien probably isn't threatened by a knockout. Garganical is. Either way, I'm trying to put these Pokemon into range of just Great Tusk coming in, clicking Earthquake under the sun. That's really all I need. Also, Pollen Pulse is just annoying, so I'd rather just Dark Pulse here into the Wo-Chien and always keep it low. Because I think the Wo-Chien is going to do something. Oh, they protect here, which is cool for me as well. Okay. Good attack by the Garganical, but again, this shouldn't be bad at all. Oh, they recover? Yeah, especially a passive turn like that. I got my Flutter in special attack with the sun. Like, this is so many multipliers right now. They also don't get Elite Seed healing. I think it's okay to just go for the Terra, Dazzling Gleam here, and just Dark Pulse the Wo-Chien slot. I think I pick up the knockout of that Pokemon. So let's get some offensive pressure. This is the power of the sun right now with the Ruin abilities. Oh, this is against these kinds of stallish teams when they can't break through mons nearly as easily. Oh, it feels great. All right. Dazzling Gleam, Terra Fairy with the Ruin abilities against some of the bulkiest but deaf Pokemon in the format. Oh, that's some very good damage right there. Fantastic damage. Here comes the Dark Pulse into the Wo-Chien. We'll pick up a knockout. And they're going to Salt Cure Slop. Probably the Flutter Mane, I'd imagine. Oh, they target the Shiyu. Okay. How many turns of Sunra left? I'm pretty sure that I should always have the game. Salt Cure, Substitute, Recover, Protect. Yeah, we've already confirmed the sets. Iron Bundle going to come in. I always outspeed Iron Bundle with the Great Tusk because we're Scarf. We go for a Gleam here. Maybe Flutter is in range of Freeze Strike. That's pretty close. They're probably just going to double protect to stall, right? But I have 2 turns of Sunlight, so I'm kind of chilling right now. I'm just waiting for my Tusk next to Murkrow in to finish off the clock right now. They're going to go for Freeze Dry. Oh, okay by me? Okay. They lose the game 100% then because I Dark Pulse the Iron Bundle. I pick up the knockout, and then I can just headlong rush the Garganical down. So yeah, guaranteed win. Unless Headlong Rush doesn't KO Garganical, but even if it doesn't KO, like they have to Salt Cure and then they can never get a recover off. So regardless, like, yeah, we just break through this team. Also, yeah, we have that position. Recover. Also, like, this Garganical is not even at full, so we are completely okay. Shiyu goes down to the Salt Cure, but now easy cleanup for my Great Tusk. Great Tusk into Murkrow. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Murkrow in. And we go for Headlong Rush. And they tear the Wo-Chien, so we're completely fine. Yeah, so Headlong Rush. We go for Foul Play, I suppose. And then they could stall out the sun. It doesn't really matter though, because I just set it up again. They realize that they just lose to the Great Tusk at that point and forfeit. Very, very nice. And that's kind of what I like about the offense teams with Sun, especially with Shiyu. Breaking through, doing so much damage to those bulky mons is so satisfying. It really is. Dragonite, Sableye, Xianpao, Fluttermane, Ceruledge, and Iron Bundle. Okay, this is kind of like a cool take on what was the Series 2 team made by Snow back in the day. I don't remember what rank he had. I think it was like one of the top ranks in the previous ladder season for Series 2. It definitely has some adjustments. It was screens on the Sableye. I think it was Bandit Dragonite, if I'm not mistaken. Choice Specs Flutter, the bulk up Ceruledge. I think it was leftovers. Encore Bundle, and I don't remember what the Xianpao is replacing. I don't remember which slot it is taking. I think it was a Moongus. Yeah, it was a Moongus. All right. Ceruledge is interesting. I have quite a few things, I guess, that can... I think I probably have to force a tear on Ceruledge. I think that's how I have to play this game right here. So I want to go with Flutter immediately to pressure the Sableye, because I do want to pressure Sableye if I can. And then afterward, I think it's Flutter plus the... I think it is Flutter plus the Shiyu immediately. It puts on so much pressure other than maybe the Dragonites plus the Xianpao lead. Which I think in the back, I would want... I think Great Tusk is good here as a cleanup, and then Corviknight. Rupanet does not do that well, unfortunately, against this team. And Murkrow, I could see Murkrow being brought for Tailwind, but when they have priority stuff mainly as their option, I don't think it's that great. Like, Foul Play could actually hurt the Ceruledge, which is like one of the benefits, and Haze as well to get rid of any bulk up boost, but I don't think it's really worth it. We're gonna see the Xianpao Dragonite lead, okay, against Flutter and Shiyu. Okay. So I don't mind trading Flutter here if they aren't getting the screen Sableye set up. So I'm just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam here. And I think I'm just swapping out my Shiyu. I'm going out into, I think, actually, yeah, Corviknight is the play here. Sacred Sword's going to do a decent amount of damage if they decide to go for it, but I think they want to target down the Flutter. Maybe it's like Sacred Sword plus Ice or Terra Blast. We'll see. It depends on the Dragonite set. I don't know if they're Terra Normal or if they're Terra Flying, which is pretty big. Terra on the Dragonite's going to be revealed here. Going to be the Terra Normal. Okay. So this could be E-Speed into Shiyu, which is pretty important to note. I want to cover for the Sucker Punch really badly here. Made a Extreme Speed my Corviknight. Good thing I did not go out into Tusk. Got some decent damage. Just definitely Choice Banded. Or Life Orb. One of the two. Yeah. Okay. Sucker Punch. I always live this. Yep. And I'm able to get a big Dazzling Gleam off here into the Xianpao and the Dragonite. Perfect. Nice. Unfortunately, I think I will have to let some things go though. So I will go for another Dazzling Gleam right here. And I'm going to go for a U-turn out into the Xianpao slot, because if they protect Xianpao, I get the KO on the Dragonite. I'm pretty certain. I guess it depends on like what the items are here. I'm pretty curious on like what the item choice is going to be on the, well, actually no, not the item choices. I'm kind of curious on the move slots here on the Dragonite. The low kick is probably the biggest one. Any other move seems pretty underwhelming that Dragonite commonly runs, like Stomping Tantrum, out Dragon Claw. Those are not going to hit my Corviknight for much damage, so I should be okay in that regard. Let's see what they want to choose. Ice Spinner into the Flutter Mane. Yeah, I didn't want. I was thinking about Flutter Mane switch because of Sucker Punch, but then I realized they could really just Ice Spinner at that point, so there was no point. That Dragonite's slower. Oh, that's actually kind of weird that the Dragonite's slower. Okay. I do get rid of the... Oh, what move are you going for? This could be scary here. I did not expect Corviknight to outspeed the Dragonite. That Dragonite has no speed. On a Tusk, I guess. Because I kind of have to. Alright. It is low kick. Okay. Which is nice. Which is nice. Alright. I should be able to go into Corviknight. What was their back? It was... It could be Iron Bundle coming in. If it's Iron Bundle, I want to go Shiyu then. Oh, it's Flutter coming out. Huh. I was not expecting a Flutter to come out here. Is this changed? I think I always just headlong rush the Flutter. The Flutter has to be extremely physically bulky to take an adamant headlong rush. Then I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave here into the Dragonite. Yeah, I think this is the play. The only problem, I guess, it's if this turn goes horribly wrong, it's either the Flutter lives the attack. Yeah, it'd be the Flutter living the attack here. Let's see though if that's gonna be the case. I'm surprised though that Dragonite has no speed. You go for Extreme Speed into the Shiyu, makes sense. Headlong Rush should be able to KO the Flutter and outspeed. Yep. Is it Scarf? Yep. Goodbye Flutter. Should Dark Pulse here, but it's okay. I think I have the game on lockdown anyway. Let's see. Heatwave does connect though with the Dragonite, thankfully. Okay, I was just worried about endgame Serral Edge right here. I went for the Shiyu because if they went into the Iron Bundle and if it was booster energy, if I went Corviknight there, I can't threaten the knockout into the Iron Bundle, which is really bad. So I had to go Shiyu to threaten Iron Bundle because I was like so scared of booster energy bundle. And it is bundle as the last Pokemon. Yeah, okay. And then I just win by clicking attacks. And yeah, it was booster energy bundle. Maybe, I mean, Icy Wind didn't change anything. I was just too worried about like freeze dry stuff. All right. Because it actually threatens the Tusk, and then Corviknight can't pick up a knockout unless it's into Dragonite. But even then, bundle's still a threat with Hydro Pump. Again, since I'm Choice Bandit, and it's not like a super bulky Corviknight. So we go for a Dark Pulse here. We go for a Headlong Rush. And we just keep going for attacks. They go for protects. I guess the Scout for an attack here, which doesn't change anything. Because I mean, they could Icy Wind. Icy Wind's gonna knock out the Tusk. Oh, maybe they were like, maybe they're scouting for that. So they like I switched to Corviknight, so they didn't want to go for it immediately. But I think it'd be kind of a throw. I don't know if Hydro Pump knocks out Shiyu, but I do not want to risk that if I can help it. They Hydro Pump and they miss, so they Hydro Pump the Great Tusk. Okay, maybe they were really expecting that Corviknight switch, but the Dark Bolt was just eliminating the Iron Bundle, so I don't know about that one. Goodbye to their Iron Bundle. Good game. All right. Very nice. Just again, able to I was really just able to out pressure the surprising the She Empowered Dragonite. A Life Orb was pretty interesting. I think I made a really good switch there, but was I expecting that Dragonite to be slow? Taking damage from the Tusk wasn't amazing because I was trying to clean up with the Tusk against the Dragonite She Empowered lead, but it worked out. All right, we have the Flutter main with Shiyu, Excalibur, Gyarados, Tinglu, and Amoonguss. This team did get top 4 at the recent Fort Wayne Regional Championship. And we've used this team before on the channel. Let's see if it's Speed Booster Flutter. Speed Booster Flutter is interesting here. The Shiyu is a Choice Scarf set. Does my Corviknight outspeed Shiyu after? No, it does after Tailwind. I was hoping it would, but it doesn't. Okay. Great Tusk is good damage-wise. Ripponet is kind of weak here. Trying to figure out what my set is here. Shiyu could probably obliterate the Flutter. It does obliterate a lot of Pokemon on their team. I think it's probably Corviknight lead. No, I don't think it's Corviknight lead. I think it's Flutter lead. It's either Flutter or Tusk. The only problem with leading Tusk is the Shiyu becomes a mind game anyway. If I'm just going to go with the Murkrow Flutter combination. Yeah, I'm going to use Murkrow Flutter, I think. In the back, I'm going to have the Corviknight, and I think it's Great Tusk. I think it is Great Tusk. Ripponet does not do nearly enough here. Shiyu could be brought. It's just annoying with the Gyarados Thunder Wave. And also just to intimidate stuff. Doesn't really help my Ripponet either. And Shiyu is just like, it doesn't do enough damage to Gyarados. We're gonna see Amoonguss plus Excalibur lead, which is a surprising one for me. Okay. Murkrow plus Fluttermane. I don't know if they're gonna go for the Terra immediately. I don't really have a... Man, leading Corviknight would have been great here. I gotta figure out a defensive switch. Oh, that's not great. I'm gonna Sunny Day, I guess. Oh, I have Psyshock actually. You know what? Willing to trade the Flutter for getting rid of the Amoonguss, or trading potentially the... What's it called? Oh, they Terra the Excalibur immediately. Okay. Oh, they changed the team. It wasn't Terra Poison on this team. It's Terra Water. Okay, so this is a variant, which it's fine for me because I went for... That actually works better for me because now it's weak to my Great Toss. I have Sunny Day set up. Now Psyshock into the Amoonguss. Should pick up the knockout, which is beautiful here. I'd imagine this does, and if it doesn't, that is such a shame. This is Choice Specs, super effective. It does KO the Amoonguss. Okay, perfect. Amoonguss is eliminated. Nice. Turn 1. We're going to see a Icicle Spear into Murkrow. So, still got a Psyshock Fluttermane to kind of break through a lot of what you could potentially offer right here. So, Icicle Spear, going to knock out the Murkrow. Also, yeah, this is pretty good. The question is, I probably have to call what's coming in next. I think I just go out on a Great Tusk here. And let's see if it's Fluttermane or if it's going to be Shiyu potentially. Great Tusk. That's not Shiyu. That's King Lu. Okay. I have a very powerful Headlong Rush or Earthquake actually. Earthquake's just super safe. Yeah, I'm going to go for an Earthquake immediately and just reset my Flutter. So I'm going to Earthquake here. I'm going to swap out in my Corviknight. If Gyarados wants to come in, it gets intimidated because of the Mirror Armor. And regardless, Earthquake's still doing a heck of a lot of damage to these Pokemon. I don't think they can even risk this Protect Heavy Slam. No, they switch out the Excalibur. That makes sense into Gyarados. And they're going for a Heavy Slam most likely. Yeah, that's Gyarados. Okay, perfect. So nice double out here for us. We are able to get a big Earthquake off into the Ting Lu. I just gotta figure out how which one I'm gonna prioritize more getting rid of. So here comes Earthquake. Decent damage. They do Heavy Slam that slot. Okay, cool. The thing is, Gyarados can't do any damage to me, so I think I'd rather just click Earthquake here. I'm just gonna click Earthquake, and do I want a Brave Bird here, or do I want a U-turn? First Man, a Brave Bird would do a lot of damage right here. They already Terra too, which is very, very nice. I'm gonna Brave Bird to Gyarados. I want to see how much damage this does. It should do a lot of damage, I'd imagine. Then I think I could maybe clean up with like my Flutter in the end game. So as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage. They go for taunt. Okay, this is Choice Banded Corviknight right here. So this is gonna do a heck of a ton of damage to this Gyarados right now. So Brave Bird into the Gyarados. Oh my goodness, that's so much damage. That's so much damage. And the Tinglu just can't do any damage to me, which is perfect. Are they gonna heavy slam my Tusk? No, they Ruination to Corv. Okay. I thought they would heavy slam the Tusk to cover for me switching to Flutter. But all right, I'm going out in my own Flutter now, I suppose. I think resetting the Tusk Intimidate is still really useful because I can lock myself in a Headlong Rush if they... And I don't think they're switching out to Gyarados just because I could Earthquake the Excalibur, which I think would guarantee lose them the game because they need it for Flutter. So I'm bringing out my Flutter now. Get the special attack boost, but it shouldn't matter. Oh, they have Protect. Okay, that I was not expecting. Great Bird into the Protect. They Heavy Slam? No, they Ruination. Okay, mid-ground. Okay. I wonder if Psyshock KOs. I mean, I think Terra Fairy Moonblast should definitely pick up a knockout here. Also, Sun is still up. I don't think I need my Terra for anything. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Moonblast into the Tinglu slot. And I'm also going to Brave Bird. Yeah, I'm going to Brave Bird here. The Gyarados. Yeah, because if they want to go out into the Excalibur, that's fine for me here. Because I get so much damage with the Brave Bird here. And then the Moonblast is going to KO the Tinglu. So I think regardless, I'll have the victory. I think Excalibur should, or the Great Touch should be able to clean this up as well. But who knows? Maybe I will be wrong here. We will Terra our Flutter. Moonblast should KO. Like, this is Sun boosted with Terra Fairy. I don't think there's a shot this lives. Yeah, it does. I also thought about Psyshocking the Gyarados if that was a mid-ground to cover for the Gyarados as well as the Excalibur. But I felt like if I got rid of the... I guess I could have. Brave Bird does so much damage to the backs too. Jeez. No longer have the Sun. But I should still be able to knock out Excalibur at the end of the day. Corviknight's taunt wears off. All right. I think my best play is to... It depends on if Ice Shard KOs a Flutter, which I don't think it does. I don't think Ice Shard KOs a Flutter here. I'm going to Moonblast the Gyarados, and I'm going to Brave Bird the what's it called? The Excalibur. This could be Ice Shard or... into Corviknight, that's fine. Yeah, again, I don't think Ice Shard knocks out the Flutter. I think actually if they went for Ice Shard in the Flutter, or not Ice Shard, the Icicle Crash or Icicle Spear in the Flutter, then it was like a harder game. But I think I should have this secured now. I'm like pretty sure Tusk should come out unless it's a crit. A crit would KO me, but I think that's the only way they can knock me out here. Is that worth risking? I think I always Moonblast the Gyarados. I guess I should Rock Slide just to be safe then. Well, they would Ice Shard anyway. Yeah, I think I Rock Slide here. Ice Shard shouldn't KO. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I had a feeling. Rock Slide comes out. Does this KO Gyarados naturally? No, it leaves them alone. So yeah, it just came down to Ice Shard crit. I felt like I had enough HP to take an Ice Shard from the Excalibur because there is some defense on the Flutter. So Moonblast able to KO. Maybe not the cleanest end game. I think I should have probably thought about those turns more with the Gyarados and my targets because I was trying to get rid of the Gyarados, of course, so I could go for the win con. This game's not over yet. I could still miss a Rock Slide. And that's definitely their win con. I need to miss 2 Rock Slides for them to win. So we'll see. I think I played this end game sloppy though, looking back at it. I think I should have probably made more aggressive predictions on their like switch outs. And maybe Psyshock into the Gyarados was better there. I think Psyshock in the because Excalibur was the main one. Excalibur was the main threat, or Gyarados, because I could have opened up a win con. If I got rid of Gyarados that turn, Great Tusk won. And if I got rid of Excalibur, I feel like they couldn't really break through my Tusk damage wise. So I think I should have been okay. I also still had Corviknight around. Yeah, looking back at it, I think that was better. Dundozo, Tatsugiri, Iron Treads, Glamora, Dragonite, Qian Pao. Definitely got some things, I'll say that much. not what I expect. Does she empower Dragonite? Actually, what's funny is Corviknight does really well here. I like Corviknight here. Yeah, Corviknight does really well. I don't know about Brupinette. Fluttermane does really good though, generally as a lead. I would like something though that guarantees me beating the Glamora consistently. I'm trying to figure out if I kind of want to lead the Tusk. I think I'm going to try out the Tusk Corviknight lead and then have definitely the Murkrow in the back. I kind of want the Brupinette, but I don't think it's necessary. I think I go Fluttermane here. Fluttermane's just really good offensively against their team. And I already have a bunch of ground resist, and with Sunny Day, I guess I'll have like resistances to Wave Crash. Although I'm going to just try to haze the Dondozo if possible. Let's see. This matchup is... Can I pressure the Dondozo correctly as well as the Glamora? Glamora is probably the biggest threat realistically here. We're going to see the Glamora and the Treads here against the Corviknight and the Great Tusk. Okay. I don't really care too much about the poison because I have 2 steel types still, but I do want to try to get rid of that Glamora as quickly as possible. I'm going to double it up with a U-turn and a Headlong Rush. I don't know if it KOs Glamora. I feel like it should. If I close combat as a mid ground, I don't think I KO anyway if it doesn't Terra. I'm just going to Headlong Rush and U-turn. I guess I could have Earthquaked. Earthquake was not a bad play here, but I don't think it's necessary at all. Corviknight just seems really tough for them right now. Spiky Shield could be a play, but I don't really know what the Treads can do damage-wise. They're going to go for a knockoff in the Corviknight immediately. Okay. I am able to get to the Headlong Rush, though, into the Glamora. So Glamora does get brought down to a Focus Sash, so we do confirm it is a Sash variant. Spikes are going to go up though, but not bad. Let's see. Toxic Debris. We're going to see Power Gem. Mortal Spin. Okay, so actually that's actually pretty good for me because my Great Tusk is now only regular poisoned compared to badly poisoned if I switched out. So that's actually not that bad. U-turn into the Glamora. We'll pick up that knockout. Nice. All right, Corviknight will retreat here. We're going to go out in our Murkrow because we don't want to go Fluttermane against A, the Iron Treads that has the speed booster and can knock it out with Iron Head. B, we would like to get either Haze or Tailwind off if Dondozo does come out. It could be Xianpao Dragonite though, I guess. But if it's Xianpao Dragonite, I still have a Flutter that's really good against it. And I could get Tailwind up. Also, Corviknight can be a thing, so it wouldn't be too bad. We're going to see. That's not Dondozo or Tatsuki. That is Xianpao. That is Xianpao. Okay. Do I expect Protect on the Great Tusk? If I don't expect Protect on the Great Tusk, I think I could just Terra Ghost a Murkrow. I think that would be okay. I'm going to go for a Treads. Treads can't beat the Corviknight, right? Maybe it can. Not after I get some damage. I think I'm going to Terra the Murkrow though. I think I'm going to go for Foul Play into Headlong Rush into the... I'm going to go for the Xianpao. I don't know if the... One, because A, the Treads could protect. B, I could definitely see a swap here for the Dragonite. Because I would have been locked in the Headlong Rush. It could have protected. So let's see if this is going to be the case. Because if I could get rid of the Xianpao, that would be really nice. They protect... Okay. Oh. What? Wall Charge. Makes sense, I guess. I don't think that's that bad, though, actually. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, I think that means this Treads does not have... What's it called? I mean, that means this Treads shouldn't have Protect. I'm going to Tailwind and I'm going to Headlong Rush the Treads now. Because I don't want Murkrow taking too much damage, I think. Fluttermane seems really good in this endgame. We're going to see the switch out. Is that Dragonite coming in? Oh, that's amazing for me. That's amazing for me. I'm able to get a free Headlong Rush into the Treads. And now, sure, they have a Terra, but this is not too bad. We're going to see a Headlong Rush into the Treads. Is going to be able to pick up a knockout. Beautiful. E-speed is no longer a factor on the Murkrow, and I also have Fluttermane, so if they are choiced in any fashion, they can't get rid of me, which is good. I think I always haze here. Yeah, I like the haze option. I don't know if they're going to extreme speed here, because if they lock themselves in extreme speed, it's really bad for them. Impow. Gonna go for the haze and the headlong rush into. I think it's always in the Shein Pow. A protect here. It makes sense. The Dragonite didn't go for protect either, so that makes sense. Haze, we get rid of the stat changes. What's Dragonite going for? Do they have Tailwind themselves? Headlong rush. All right, moment of truth. What's this Dragonite go for? They have Tailwind too. Okay, I couldn't stop that, so works out. I think I always am going to aim for the Shein Pow if I can. I'm just going to go for Headlong Rush and Foul Play. I guess Extreme Speed could knock me out. I mean, it just really depends. What is your moveset on the Dragonite as well as the Shein Pow here? The Toxic Spikes could screw me up though, calcs-wise, because my Flutter Mane will probably always go down to an Ice Spin or Icicle Crash after the Toxic Spikes. So yeah, not exactly amazing. But if they give me the Shein Pow for some reason, that would be beautiful right here. Ah, they went for Sucker Punch. Hey, but they didn't go for Extreme Speed. Okay. The Murkrow goes down, which is cool. They haven't Terra'd yet still, so I'm kind of curious on what they're saving their Terra for. Headlong Rush into the Shein Pow. Ice Spinner. Okay, so it's Ice Spinner. Okay, we've seen Ice Spinner. We've seen... That's really it. We've only seen Ice Spinner. Tailwind. All right, last turn of Tailwind for our side. We're going out of Corviknight and we're going to Flutter Mane. I feel like Shein Pow should always protect here. They've also been playing pretty defensive with their Shein Pow. Okay. So we're going to go for a Moonblast into the Dragonite. We're going to go for Brave Bird and Hard Commit because I'm assuming the Dragonite's going to try to pick up the knockout on the Flutter Mane now with a Terra Blast. I don't know what their set is. I'm trying to figure it out. I feel like it's Terra Blast, Extreme Speed is the last two moves. Maybe it was like low kick. But either way, like I have to bank on, like I have to commit something here. It's either Shein Pow protects, which it does actually. Did they Terra and I just always forgot? Moonblast gonna come out. It's super effective with choice specs. Doesn't pick up a knockout, but that's fine. Because I don't think they can pick up a knockout on anything. Yeah, they go for the Corviknight, which is definitely not KOing. Yeah, I guarantee win the game now. Cool. Brave Bird into the Dragonite. We'll pick up the knockout. Good thing I went for the hard commit with the Moonblast especially too. But why did they not Terra? They Terra earlier? Oh, they Terra'd the Glimmora turn one. No, they didn't Terra the Glimmora turn one. It went down. The Treads also never Terra'd. Right? Yeah, they just never Terra'd for some reason. I don't get it because any defensive Terra would have been good for the Dragonite. Like any Terra that wasn't, unless they were Terra Dragonite for some reason. Okay. I'll take that though. I don't know why that was the case. All right, let's go over to games. Game one, knocking out the Glimmora turn one was fantastic and then was able to apply heavy pressure into Pokemon that couldn't do much to me afterwards. Game two, lead was fantastic and I was able to outspeed most of my opponent's Pokemon with a great Tusk cleanup after breaking the Focus Sash on the Shein Pow and possible multi-scale on Dragonite. Game 3 had a solid trade of a Moongus for Murkrow, but I played a bit sloppy against the Excalibur, Gyarados, and Tinglu endgame and could have knocked out the Excalibur with Moonblast and Brave Bird the Gyarados, since this should have been able to ensure the knockout onto the Gyarados or a double knockout in this, potentially allowing the Great Tusk to sweep guaranteed instead of Moonblasting into the Gyarados to protect when the Excalibur on their side knocked out my Corviknight with Ice Shard. Game 4, getting the knockout onto Glimmora was great, but not the best spot when I left the Iron Treads alone. I think if I didn't let Murkrow go down to the Sucker Punch, I could have had a strong position to Foul Play and Dazzling Gleam the Dragonite to ensure the knockout the following turn, because I would have lost the Great Tusk that turn and got a free switch to Flutter Mane. Wow, Corviknight. I think the banded Corviknight is actually what really impressed me because it was still able to take hits. You don't need too much investment. You don't really need to install anything, so you could just go straight for the damage. A Brave Bird. I mean, just flying coverage is just really solid in this format in general because of like Amoonguns and stuff. Not being affected by Intimidate as well because of the mirror armor is very nice overall, but very fun team. If you do want to try out, the rent-a-code is on your screen available, and of course you can check out the creator and the details of the team linked in the description down below, and subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.